Hey y'all, welcome back to the AC podcast. Me and Corwin are talking about the AFC divisional game, so the Broncos versus the
Yeah.
Bills. So Corwin, how did you feel about that game, man?
It was really fun to watch. We won by three, a field goal. Really exciting. A
Y-
lot of twists and turns throughout the game.
Yeah,
Exciting.
well, this just proves the Buffalo Bills curse with Josh Allen in the playoffs. The Buffalo Bills actually recently just fired their coach.
Yeah, I
So
heard about that. Yeah.
yeah, so um, which you know, doesn't sound too bad because I mean, they just keep losing in the playoffs, but I mean, the Buffalo Bills have made 7 straight playoff appearances with Josh Allen.
Yeah.
So, the Buffalo Bills, they are firing this playoff caliber coach, you know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, and I just I don't know what was going inside the head of the owners of the Buffalo Bills, you know what I'm saying, Corwin?
Yeah, but hopefully it works out for him eventually. I don't know.
Yeah, shoot, I don't know because I really thought he was a good coach, and I still think he is a good coach. I just maybe he just isn't the fit at Buffalo. Yeah.
Yeah, going back to Josh Allen, the 49-yard pass that he threw in overtime, and then was it McMillan that intercepted it? There's been a lot of stuff about that. Some people thought that should have been a complete pass, and they should have been at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, well, my take on that is, I don't know what the receiver was. You know the receiver who caught the ball?
It was like Cook something,
Oh,
but
yeah. Oh, yeah,
yeah,
okay. Um, I think James Cook. James Cook,
yeah,
he did
yeah,
not have possession of the ball when it was bobbling, and then, uh, Ryan McMahon, yeah, he just intercepted the ball, so I don't and of course, Buffalo, any team really in the playoffs especially will blame anything on anything, but I do believe that that was an interception. I don't think that was a bad call against the refs and stuff, so, yeah.
yeah. It was really interesting. It was pretty crazy. They kind of rolled around, and then it ended up from a perspective. It was like, did he catch it or was that an interception? Because looked like he went down, and then he kind of came out, stole the ball, and came out with the ball. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
well,
interesting.
the Buffalo Bills or after the play when the Broncos got the ball, they actually reviewed the play. So, yeah, the Buffalo Bills coach was definitely mad. That
Yeah, a little mad. Yeah. The Bills fans, when they reviewed the play and they thought it was an interception, which I think we both agreed that it was an interception.
it was an interception, yeah.
Uh, a lot of fans thought it was just a payout to the refs, I
Yeah,
guess. I
yeah,
don't know.
I just another side of that, the Buffalo Bills offensive line, Corwin, they were holding the Broncos defensive line all game. Like there are plays. I was looking on like Instagram earlier today, and I just saw like photos of just like some complete holds, and the refs were just not calling it. Like I don't think they called a single hold against the Buffalo Bills the entire game. So
Oh yeah,
it's just kind of ridiculous. Well, especially because man, we probably have the best defensive line in the NFL, probably by
yeah,
far. I mean,
one of the best. Yeah,
we have Nick Bonito and Jonathan Cooper in the corners, man. Zach Allen, DJ Jones, like they're stacked, man. Our defensive line is stacked, and I mean, we just can't get hold calls. And that nerfs us. But really, that didn't matter because we stripped the we stripped the ball from Josh Allen twice.
yeah,
Yeah, that will.
lockdown. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I understand Josh Allen was going for more yards. He was trying to get more yards, but
yep,
as a quarterback, you got to be really careful about the ball because I mean, um, he did it twice too, where he just went for a little bit more extra yards, and then like Nick Benito just strips the ball right behind him, and it's a Broncos possession on their 20-yard line. So yeah.
Yeah, total gamble on the plays you do. It could go one way or the other when it comes to playbook.
Well, yeah, especially in the playoffs. You always got to risk, right? There's always that risk involved. But I mean, also playing it safe is good too. Bo Nix is really good at doing that. He um he does not take tackles, like he does not take sacks at all. So
I
yeah.
mean, yeah, Bills fans and the Broncos fans, they love those risks, yeah. The
Yeah.
fans do, but the coach always wants it to be safe in the
Well,
quarterback's hands at the end of the
Well,
day.
yeah, of course. I mean, they don't want a turnover,
Yeah.
and of course, the Buffalo Bills turned over the ball a lot. Josh Allen, he just did not play good. He just not did not play good on that divisional game, and in more than usual, because he usually plays really good in the playoffs. Like, I mean, I think that was his first two career playoff interceptions. So I
Okay.
mean I mean, he's just a great quarterback, but, um, I just don't think his decision making, um, in the in that game was just not ideal. Like, there was this one pass he threw up, and, TJ Lock, our, safety, he just totally caught it, and replay, I looked at the replay, and I'm like, "There's no way Josh Allen threw that ball," you know?
Yeah, it's so funny, like, every single it seemed like every single defensive player was kinda, like, getting a little bit of, contact with the ball, like, every possession
Yeah, yeah.
or play, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, our defense locked down the Buffalo Bills, though. Even with the mistakes, I still the Broncos got carried by their defense on that game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We had good offensive plays, but the forced turnovers and just the lockdown defense, the Denver Broncos, uh, did to the Buffalo Bills. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a great game from the defense. Yeah.
Yeah, Josh Allen, but there was a little breakout at the end. He got a little scared. I mean, they almost threw it to the 30-yard line. That would have been game.
Yeah, no, no, if he completed that ball,
Yeah.
if that was a catch, um, the Buffalo Bills probably would have won the game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, easy kick.
Yeah. Of course, there's other factors that could go into it, and the Buffalo Bills wouldn't just kick it from right there. But yeah, if that was a completed ball, I think the game would have been over, and I think the Buffalo Bills would be
Yeah.
going to another AFC Championship game. So, yeah.
Yeah, the luck was on our side, That could have gone either way.
That really could have gone either way. Yeah, I think the Broncos had a lot of luck in that game. Like like more than we usually do. Um well, I don't know. Broncos are a pretty lucky team. We have a lot of really close victories, and that's just kind of how we play. That's kind of just how Sean Payton plays the game. And you know, a lot of people online thought we were a fake number 1 seed. Like we were not we were not the best team in the AFC, and you know, agree to disagree, of course, right? There's a lot of good teams in the AFC, and I thought
Yeah.
the Bills, I was really scared about that Bills game, especially from last year. They destroyed us at Buffalo.
Yeah.
Um yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you were talking to me, and you were pretty scared. You're like, I don't know. The Bills might actually beat us. You never know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, the playoff game last year, Corwin, we scored. Bo Nix threw like a 60-yard pass right to the end zone, the first score, and then they scored 35 points on us, the score was 35-7. So we didn't score for the whole rest of the game, and of course that game was at Buffalo. But yeah,
Yeah.
it just scared me so much to play the Buffalo Bills, and I mean we just squeaked out of that game. As a Broncos fan, I mean what Corwin said, that game could have really gone either way. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of how like lucky we are so far in our the playoffs, how much luck do you think we'll need without Bo Nix to get farther in the playoffs and win the next game against the Patriots?
Well, that's gonna be a really tough game. So we have our backup quarterback, Jarrett Stidham.
Yep.
He's a stud. Like you said earlier, Corwin, he backed up Tom Brady, right?
Yeah,
He was the backup with Tom Brady when they were winning Super Bowls. So Jared Stidham, he's seen all-time great quarterbacks, on
yeah.
the sideline. So, part of me is like, we're gonna get destroyed by Drake May and the New England Patriots. But I mean, if we just have a little bit more luck that we usually, the same luck as we usually do, I think we can squeak a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, maybe. The Patriots, they're known for their defense, and, that might be a problem with, like, quarterback stepping up, with all this pressure. Um, but he does have some experience, and he does know what a good quarterback looks like and, what it takes probably to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, I was reading, or I was watching some interviews with Jared Stidham after the game because they were interviewing him, and he seemed very confident about this AFC Championship game. And confident, confidence is, you gotta believe it before it actually happens, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, I think if the conditions are right, and this is a Broncos home game too. We just gotta
Yeah,
uh,
back at Denver, yeah.
yeah, it's at altitude, so the Patriots are gonna be breathing. The crowd, the Broncos fans are gonna go crazy for this game. Hosting the AFC Championship game. It's been almost 10 years
Yeah,
since they've
2016? One century?
2015, yeah,
2015 since the last appearance.
yeah,
Yeah.
2015, and actually that year we won the Super Bowl. So you know, who knows, right?
Yeah.
And you know, let's say we make the Super Bowl, we have to play either the Rams or the Seahawks,
Uh,
which
let's be honest, it's the Seahawks. Let's
yeah,
be
it's
honest.
it's gonna be the Seahawks. The Rams played a really close game with Chicago in that divisional round, Corwin. Um, I just don't think, the Rams have like the well, they do have the experience.
Yeah.
I just don't I just don't think they're skilled enough to, uh, fight against the Seahawks, especially when the Seahawks blew out the, 49ers by, like, 35 points or something. Like, it was a horrible game. It was a horrible divisional round. Yeah, so my NFC champions, my prediction is that it's gonna be the Seattle Seahawks. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little interesting, we won the game all exciting, on Saturday,
yeah.
and then, went to the Nuggets game and, all the Broncos fans going over to the Ball Arena to watch some, basketball. And, when the news broke out, uh, Bo Nix's, ankle, fracture and everything, and how, he's gonna have a surgery and everything, and it's pretty severe, the Broncos fans, devastated.
Oh, well, the whole state of Colorado is devastated.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, it's gonna be a really hard game to win, that AFC game. We just need some luck. Um, and what you were talking about, the Broncos fans going to the Nuggets games, I think that just
Yeah.
shows the loyalty to the Denver sports fans. I mean, they go to the Broncos game and then the Nuggets game. We don't talk about the score at that game, but you know, it was, yeah, it just, like, shows the culture, in Denver. We're just like a sports town. Um, you know, all three of our teams playing right now are all amazing. I mean, the Avs are number 1 team.
Yeah.
The Nuggets are, like, 2 wins away from 2nd seed in the West, and then, I mean, the Broncos are in the AFC Championship game. So,
Yeah.
and then, I mean, one team has to be bad, and the Rockies are just atrocious. But
Yeah, don't
um,
talk about that. Don't
yeah,
ruin it, don't ruin it.
yeah. But one team's got to be bad, and then 3 other really really good teams. I mean, all 3 of those teams are title contenders.
It's gonna be tough for the Broncos fans. The Patriots, going against the Texans, not not a very, even matchup, they took care of them for the most part. Yeah, it's gonna be very difficult, yeah.
Yeah, well, the Houston Texans quarterback CJ Stroud, I heard he threw a lot of interceptions. I can look this up real quick while we're talking about it, but I was just looking at some clips online. He just was throwing the ball. He just was not thinking. So Yeah, he threw. Guess how many interceptions he threw, Corwin?
I don't even know.
He threw 4 interceptions um, against the New England Patriots defense.
You cannot be doing that in the playoffs. You gotta lock in.
Yeah, he was just not careful with the ball. So, in that game was not horrible. I didn't know what the exact score was, but I don't think it was a blowout. Was it a blowout against the Texans or not really? It was a pretty
Uh,
close game, right?
it was they won over 2 digits.
Oh, okay, okay. So it was a comfortable win from the Patriots. That's what you're saying, Corwin.
Yeah, it was pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
in the fourth quarter they kind of scored everything and they locked in on defense. So
yeah,
yeah.
they took the game over, right? Yeah. So, CJ Stroud throwing 4 interceptions and yeah, you know, if your quarterback's throwing interceptions, it's really hard to win, a football game. Uh if Jared Stidham just doesn't play horrible and he can even if he doesn't throw that many touchdowns, Corwin, I feel like if he can just get the ball to our, Cortland Sutton and Marvin Mims and little Jordan Humphrey, if he can get it to our wide receivers, I think yeah, I think we'll be in good shape. So
Yeah, the odds obviously dropped, but yeah, hopefully what you're saying maybe can't come true. We're just kind of hoping. I don't know, we're not really for sure right now.
well well after the Bo Nix injury, didn't the Vegas odds go down like a bunch, right?
Oh yeah, they're like one fourth what they were.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the folks down at Vegas, man, they just they don't see the Broncos advancing to the Super Bowl. And, you know, statistically we shouldn't be, but I just I just feel like, if our defense can just play like we did, you know, at this divisional game, I think we have a really solid chance of, winning this game. I think we can, really.
Yeah. If we win against the Patriots, I think it would go down being like one of the most, like, according to like all the hate and stuff, and having as low as like 12 plus 1,200 of us like not getting any farther than we have.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I feel like it would be like the best underdog victories ever. One
Yeah,
of them. One of them.
yeah, one of them definitely. This game kind of reminds me of 2018. The when the Eagles won the Super Bowl against the Patriots. Actually, funny enough, the
Oh yeah.
Eagles won the game with their backup quarterback because he was injured. So,
Huh.
it's happened before. It's not impossible. Yeah, it's happened before.
Like, yeah, the stacked defense you're talking about. Yeah, I feel like it's totally possible.
It is, it's very unlikely, but it is possible. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, if the Broncos defense can play like they did at this divisional game.
Yeah, it's gonna be scary with their, like what I was saying earlier, their dominant defense. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I have heard that the Patriots defense is really strong, right?
yeah,
Yeah, they are. They are one of the best defenses in the NFL. So this AFC Championship game is just going to be a battle of defense. We have two great defenses just you know chugging it out. For a uh, for a chance for a Super Bowl appearance and a Lombardi Trophy. So yeah,
yeah. It's all gonna be defense because without our like productive and efficient quarterback Bo Nix, it's gonna be difficult.
it's gonna be really difficult offensively to score with Jared Stidham. I feel like. Um, we've had a lot of injuries in the offense, especially with our wide receivers and stuff. Yeah, it's just gonna be hard to get some production going. Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a shame, how young Bo Nix is. This would have been good experience for him to be in
Oh yeah,
as young.
be at an AFC Championship game. This is reminding me of last year when Jaden Daniels, he went to the NFC Championship game. Of course, got blown out by the Eagles, which later won the Super Bowl. But um, I mean, I think they lost by like 40 points in the NFC game, so that was rough. But Jaden Daniels, he was a rookie. He's the same draft class that Bo Nix is in. Yeah, yeah. Just I think this might be one of the greatest quarterback draft classes of all time, Corwin. This last year one where Bo Nix and Caleb Williams and Drake May and Jaden Daniels and I mean even Michael Penix. I know he hasn't had that much play time on the Falcons, but um, I what he did to the to Washington to send them to the national championship game against the Michigan Wolverines. I mean, he's just a really good quarterback. I feel like, yeah, uh, yeah.
Yeah, incredible talent. Is this like the prime of the NFL? Is this like when to watch the NFL?
This might be the time to
The
watch the
beginning?
NFL. Um, I mean, who they want to watch the NFL during the playoffs and stuff, but
Yeah,
I think this might be like a prime because there's just so many great quarterbacks in this draft class. I mean, almost every single one is just like so good. I mean, Caleb Williams totally turned around Chicago. I mean, they almost just beat the Rams. Um, they almost just got an NFC Championship appearance. Um, Jaden Daniels last year he got injured this year actually, Corwin. So,
ah,
um, but like I said earlier, he was yeah, he sent the Washington Commanders to an NFC Championship game. Drake May is literally playing. He's literally in the AFC Championship. Bo Nix. I mean, he's injured, of course, but
yeah,
he sent them to the AFC Championship game. So just phenomenal quarterbacks. This draft class is just something special. Yeah,
yeah. We'll have to make a podcast. How things turn out. The Super Bowl, the next game.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Oh,
have to make another
Oh,
podcast.
100%. I'm just really excited uh just see what this championship game is, Um it's going to be very interesting. I I kind of feel like the Seahawks are going to win the Super Bowl. That's my take.
Yeah,
I don't like the Seahawks just because of Super Bowl 48, but um yeah, but in my heart, I feel like the Seahawks are going to win the Super Bowl. They're just the most complete team in the top four. They're the most complete team of the four. So
yeah. I can make a comparison to like the Seahawks to OKC Thunder this year. Very complete. The Thunder. Yeah. I just
well,
see some simulators there.
yeah, oh yeah, the you know Oklahoma City Thunder. They're having like a generational run. Not so much anymore. I mean, but they're still.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still number one in the NFL, NBA, NBA.
Yeah. NBA. Yeah, some are like comparing it to like the Curry and Kevin Durant run that they have with the
Y
Warriors.
Yeah, 2016, yeah,
Yeah,
when, uh yeah, that was one of that was the best, NBA team of all time.
yeah,
They
best record.
Yeah, best record, 9 losses, still lost. Now the take about that is that they lost to Cleveland and LeBron in the finals that year,
Yeah, but
so
that's tough. That's
that
a tough matchup right there.
yeah, but I mean, they're also the best team.
Yeah, but stuff happens.
Well, yeah. Blocked by James. Yeah, yep, yep. Well, you're playing it's hard to, it's hard to win in game 7 when you have prime LeBron James, the best player in the world playing against you. Yeah. Anyway, back to football. You know, yeah, this is really reminding me of the 2015 season, Corwin. Um,
Yeah,
you know, the Patriots are back in the playoffs. I mean, they are Super Bowl
really
contenders.
good. Yeah,
They are really good.
powerhouse. Yeah,
Yep. Broncos are back. We haven't been in the playoffs in like forever, besides the last year. And now we're in the AFC Championship game. We are in the top four. we're the top 4 teams in the NFL, which is just absolutely awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it just makes it so much harder uh, to see this. Like we've been waiting for like almost 10, or yeah, 10 years. Yeah, over 10 years for this to happen again. And I the new generation wants to see it. It
Well
wants to
w
see the Broncos come on top.
well, I was both of us, me and Corwin were very young when the Broncos won the Super Bowl, we were like, 5, 6. We were like little kids, so we didn't know. We didn't know sports like that,
Yeah,
you know?
I wasn't even close to being close. I wasn't even close to being mature enough to understand football and the stakes for Denver.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's awesome, yeah. Okay, guys, I think we are concluding our episode. So,
Yeah,
of course, thanks for listening. Yeah, we'll catch you in the next podcast. Bye, y'all.
yeah. Bye.